Good day, everybody. My name is EGiNkA. I'm going to do another cast today. We've got a PvP on Lost Temple between two very good Protoss players, EGiNkA and LiquidTyler, formerly known as Noni. So, most people know how Protoss mirror matches go these days. It usually turns out to be a 4-warp gate rush, or maybe some type of defense of a 4-warp gate rush. So we'll see what type of builds we got going so far here. And whoa, red is 10 gating. Alright, that's a little bit different. He might be going for that extremely fast Stalker build, going with that 10 gate. Not quite sure. And he's kind of positioning back here. I kind of like the position of this building, kind of walling off this back mineral line position. That's something I don't think enough Protoss players do, is use these buildings, especially the warp gates and pylons, just to kind of wall off their base a little bit better, especially protecting their mineral line. Just because as soon as you get warp gate, the gateways can actually be placed anywhere, so it's kind of handy. And no vision scouted yet for iNkA. And at this point, Tyler should know exactly where his opponent is. He's just skipping his bottom left position, is going all the way over there to the right one. iNkA went scouting after that pylon, and Tyler went scouting after his 10 gateways, so this is just a little bit later. It looks like both players are going to arrive at each other's base at the exact same time. Check the harvester count. 16-15. Blue does have a little bit of an advantage of the harvesters just because he did not go for a 10. He did not go for a 10 gate, and of course the normal 12 gate is a lot more economical than going for a 10 gate. You do have to cut probes to get that gateway out that early. So we do have a full wall off here in the back of this base. Cybernetic core being hidden there from the back. And just both players kind of hanging out in each other's base and checking stuff out. We really need to pay attention to if someone's going to take a second gas or not. That's definitely going to determine the tech tree for both players. Open up their possibilities to maybe go some type of robo or something like that. Add in more sentries. So iNkA's Cybernetic score is a little bit behind. You can see here we've got 34 to 7, so about 20, 25, 26. Wouldn't say seconds, but units of time ahead. iNkA actually going for a similar wall off here. He's got a wall off all right around here with all these buildings, and it looks like he's building a wall over to the right. Really like that. He's got a pylon up here. Forgot to put my D&D on. But anyway, it looks like he's got a really good wall up here, so I like that. And some stalkers coming out. Stalkers doing some chrono boosting also. And some more gateways. So 10 gateways coming, or not 10 gateways. 4 gateways are coming out. That'd be interesting, 10 gateways. But Cybernetic core almost done researching warp gate. And 2 stalkers over here and 2 stalkers over here. So Tyler did get his stalker out a little bit quicker, so it did allow him to do a little bit more scouting. But in the grand scheme of things, it looks like Tyler's build isn't going to be as good as his opponent's. He's getting his three warp gates up, and iNkA went for a later gateway, but actually got a second gate a little bit quicker. So he's increasing his forces a little bit faster than Tyler's at this point. But as soon as Tyler gets his warp gates out, he's going to have 4 more stalkers to add to his repertoire of units to use. And we actually have a warping and zealot. Looks like iNkA going to go for an attack here. Might seem we don't have a proxy pylon. Looks like we're just going to have a little bit of poking and prodding here from iNkA. And oh wow, we got a Stargate popping up. So LiquidTyler looks like he's going to go for a defensive 4-gate. And iNkA actually throwing up a robo. Oh, very nice force field trapping in. Oh wow, this is totally so bad for iNkA, losing both of his stalkers. Probably going to lose his third one. That was an amazing force field at the very bottom of the ramp. Those zealots were right up there, right in the face of the stalkers, chopping them up. And at least at this point, iNkA's going to salvage what he can from the stalker. He does gain some scouting information instead of just losing it. So that's a smart play. Even though he managed to lose 3 stalkers, he's at least getting scouting information. He did see that Stargate, sorry, with the cost of the 3 stalkers. So he's definitely in defensive mode, and we might see even Tyler attack after such a devastating mistake on the behalf of iNkA. Just losing those 3 stalkers going up the ramp. Didn't work out so well for him. Well, he's going to pull this probe? Yeah, Tyler's pulling this probe with him. He's probably going to go on the attack now, put up a pylon, maybe try and contain his opponent, stop him from getting up an expansion if at all possible while putting up one on his own. We've got Observer coming out. One more gateway coming out. Yeah, so we're up to 3 gateway at this point. Twilight Council probably going to go for Blink Stalker. I'm assuming with Observer allowing him to blink up into his opponent's base. That's definitely a common strategy. in the Protoss mirror match. But we do have this probe coming up. Is he just going to put a probe? Okay, he's going to put it right there at the ramp. This is, of course, he puts 2 so that way he can't kill both of them in time. And as long as one of these finishes, he's just going to warp in Zealots up here at the top of the ramp. And there's just not going to be enough units for iNkA to be able to kill both of these pylons at the same time. He could actually come down here and start dealing damage to him. I don't know why he's not. He's just kind of holding position here at the top of this ramp. Wants to make sure he's out of force field, so they're going to get up here no matter what. He's going to start warping in Zealots right here at the top of the ramp, actually right there. And he's going to push up here and break them. He's warping in so many reinforcements, and there's so many more Stalkers for Tyler just because look at 3 difference advantage. There we have a GG, and iNkA, basically this game just coming down to 1 mistake at the ramp, losing those 3 Stalkers. That was huge. And you can see it just paid dividends for Tyler later on here in the game, how many more Stalkers he had. If you just took away like 3 of these Stalkers, it would have been a much more even fight. And in my position as iNkA, after losing so many Stalkers, he did go for Observer first. I think it would have been smarter to try and Chrono Boost out an Immortal instead of getting that Observer out. But I don't know if that would have really mattered, because he would have just, instead of warping in Stalkers up here, he would have kept in warping Zealots, and Zealots would have been able to deal with it. But it may have been a little bit nicer because this Observer was kind of useless. It just was an Observer watching his own defeat. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. You can check out more on my YouTube page, youtube.com/EGiNkA. Thank you.